Hello, I am Crooked Glasses, and before I do my reviews, I want to tell you about something concerning stories itself. Now, stories are what make us human. They are what combines the human race together. There are no other species in the world that do stories. That is exclusively humans. Now, I want to tell you what is a story. I've concluded the 2 flows, the 3 whys, and the 5 focuses. Let's start with the 2 flows. This is energy and breath. See, breath and energy is what creates the tone. It is how much there are. It is how little. It's rapid, fast, or slow, and just drags out. Now, the energy is more of the present. It is what the audience sees, or what you perceive the audience seeing, based on, like, if it's a book. While breath is something that is very difficult to bring to the surface. Now, breathing is about more of the internal. It's what's in the brain. It is a thing that says, I am alive. I am a thing. Even if that breathing thing is just a lamp or an umbrella. Based on how the story does it, this item breathes. Next we have the 3 whys. The 3 whys is why something is in a story. They are for the story, for the characters, for the audience. For the story, it's quite simple. It's like, this needs to explain this. Let's put these in together. Boom. That's for the story. For the characters, it's more like, this is the character. It helps build them up, or it weakens them. It describes them. This is for the characters. The 3rd one is for the audience. Now, ironically, this one is actually extremely difficult, because the story artist must think, this scene gives off this feeling. But what is the audience feeling of this feeling, and how do I change the audience feelings to make them feel a certain way to boost this thing up? Unlike the first 2, which is just the story in general, you have to think, what is the audience going to feel at this moment? And finally, the 5 focuses. Every single story in existence and will be must be at least in one of these 5 categories. You cannot change that. Not movies, not books, not music, not drawings, not photography. Focus number 1, the story. This is more of the external summary of what you read at the back of the cover. It's kind of the, we have to race to get this bomb in time. Simple as that. Number 2, the characters. The character focused is mostly on the internal. It is the, how does this person change? Number 3, poetry, also known as the dialogue. Poetry really focuses on the adding on to what the story is about. Kind of think of that one Dr. Seuss book about the little kid in the desert. He's like, I'm so thirsty and hot, I'm so miserable, but there's a guy sitting on a cactus who's all like, but there are people more miserable than you. And literally the entire book is just describing this hard life, this hard life, this hard life, and it just goes right back to what the story was about. Just be grateful for what you have. Number 4, the moral. What does the story want to teach you? What does it want you to know? What does it want you to learn? And finally, number 5, flash. Now, depending on which type of brain that you have, flash could be the most easiest or the most difficult of the 5 focuses. Flash is usually the music, the acting, the animation, the dancing, the costumes. These are things that you can't really write down on the first go of when writing a book or writing a screenplay. These are something that has to constantly change based on location, time, and etc. I am Crooked Glasses, and I thank you for watching this video. And I'm hoping that you'll stay with me in the long run. Thank you all for stopping by. Goodbye.